Let's do it. So, we're back at it again. Off to the gym. Shut the garage. Oh, nearly hit the mailbox. And it's close. A couple of centimetres gap there. That's how you do it, like a pro. Alright, we're out of here. So, off to the gym, working out back today. Oh, better turn my lights on. So yesterday was the first day we've brought on someone new to the team. So a young copywriter slash marketer slash Twitter influencer or ex-influencer has joined the team, and he's going to be helping Tom out particularly with marketing activities for Navexa. So it's really exciting because that's an area we definitely need to do better in. And it's tricky because as a customer you probably think, well, I want you working on features and stuff, right? I want you to be building the product, not focusing on the marketing activities. But what you learn as a business owner is that without the marketing activities and without the new customers coming in to essentially pay the bills, there are no new features to be built. So that's why we're kind of going through a definite marketing focused phase at the moment. So yesterday in my home office where I predominantly work, I had a queen bed in there which took up a hell of a lot of room, and so dismantled that. We've listed it on Facebook Marketplace if you need a queen bed, and I'm clearing that room out so that I can set up my camera gear, build a little bit of a YouTube studio, nothing too fancy at the moment, but what I want is an environment in there that's so easy for me to record videos that when the mood strikes, or when I need to get something recorded, and simply, just turn around, hit record, and get it done. So I've got a plan to make a ton of new YouTube videos for the Navexa channel. I think it's time we had a lot better video content about how to use the product and the cool things you can do, because there's so many features. It's so complicated. Well, not complicated, but it's a complex product. So we try to build it so it's as simple to use as possible, but there's inevitably features that are in there that some people may never see, because it really hits me in the feels when I get a support ticket and somebody's like, it'd be great if your product did X. And I reply and I'm like, it does do that. This is how you do it. But they weren't able to find it. And that's completely on me as the person building the product to make it simpler to find these things, which is what we did last week with the new cash account automation stuff. So anyway, it's going to be really good having the extra support in the marketing department, because I think we'll end up being able to produce a lot of good stuff, even for existing customers, in terms of how-to videos and content, although I hate that word. I was talking with Tom about that word yesterday, content. It's like up until the last few years, you would have never even used the word content. But what do I know? So yeah, it's going to be a good day, I think. Another part of marketing I'm going to be looking at, and this part is really like, I think most people would consider it a bit dirty, but it's cold emails. Now, most cold emails I get are absolutely crap. You know, like it's someone just straight up trying to sell you something. They don't really give a crap. It's mass generated. The best ones are like when it says like, hey, name, and you're like, you couldn't even sort your automation out to put my first name in properly. But they do have their place in the marketing stack, because our product Navexa can significantly help financial advisors or accountants to help their clients do stuff. So the way I'm viewing it is like, why wouldn't I want to let them know about something that could help their business? Because we've got some financial advisors who have estimated that we're saving them like tens of thousands of dollars a year through our product. So it's almost like, why wouldn't I want to tell? Well, of course I would, but why wouldn't an advisor not want to know about this if it could potentially save them $10,000? I'd want to know about it. If someone comes to me and can offer me something that will save Navexa $10,000 in a year, I'd be happy they sent me a message. So that's the way I am viewing it, and I don't think that's like a way of fooling myself. I genuinely think that's correct. So I'm going to be looking at some cold email stuff soon. So I'll tell you all about how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. But yeah, lots of interesting activities. Lots of stuff I got to do for the first time, and new things I got to learn. Things like doing YouTube, all these marketing activities. They're not like quite difficult, but they're not in my wheelhouse. Like, I'm a software developer, so I can code your stuff all day, but marketing, it's like I really have to think about it. So anyway, pulling up at the gym. I'm going to go in. I'm going to smash it. Looks like Nick's here at the gym, parking next to his car. So I'll see you on the other side. This would be an easy way to do that. Let's go. Another gym session down. Working out back's always good. It's my strongest muscle group. So, you know, it's always satisfying doing something that you're really good at. Until tomorrow when I do legs. So, something a lot of people won't know about me is that I track everything that I can possibly track, because I believe that, and the Drucker quote is a perfect example of this, if it can't be measured, it can't be improved. So I track all the calories I eat, I track all my gym workouts, I track my personal finances, of course I track my investment performance using Navexa, and anything else I can possibly record data for. Even if I can't use the data yet, I do it. Because, and I've known this for years, that's why I've been recording my daily weight now. I think I have records going back to 2012. And a lot of my calories were tracked during that time as well, up until the last year, where I've been tracking every calorie every day. And I know now with the release of things like ChatGPT and what's going to come in the next few years, data is going to be king. And if I can train a language model like ChatGPT with all my weight data and calorie data, for example, I'm just really interested to see what kind of performance gains I can achieve when it's like, we know when this pattern happens, this pattern happens, and it's like, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. So I obsessively track everything I can, and I think like tracking requires a little bit of upfront work, but then once you get going, it's super easy. And I think anyone who's ever started at the gym and then stopped, I would hazard a big guess that they weren't tracking. Because the tracking is the key to see your progression, and the progression is key to make you keep going. Same with investing. If you could just buy stocks and you just never knew how they were performing, it'd be pretty boring. It'd be super boring. And same thing, if you went to the gym and just like never saw changes in your physique or never saw that you were increasing in strength, you'd be like, why am I doing this? And that is a question people ask themselves all the time, because they're not tracking, so they're not seeing if they're achieving the result. So that's why I strongly believe tracking is the key. And when it comes to investment performance as well, it just amazes me the amount of investors I've spoken to, and you can ask them some basic questions like, how did your portfolio perform last year? And they don't know, and they don't even have the ability to find out. Or what's your dividend performance? Even how many dollars of dividends did you make last year? So many people have no idea. They're like, just dividends land in the bank account. And it's like, yes, but they significantly impact your performance. Like, why do you not know this information? And often I think in the early stages when you're a beginner, you have no idea about these things. So you don't even know that you should be tracking them in the first place. But then once you've been kind of investing for a few years, that's when it really becomes important. And I think when you start getting a significant amount of money invested, like say you have 50K invested, that's a lot of money. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to blow that. So that's why it becomes super important to be tracking the performance, or at least knowing, are you going in the right direction? So don't be one of those people. If you're watching this, track your stuff. I swear to God, man, when people come to me and they're like, I just can't lose weight, and it's like, okay, how many calories are you eating? I don't count calories. It's like, get the hell out of here. Like, surprise, you weren't doing things properly and didn't get the results? And same with investing, or same with tracking personal finance. I just don't have any money. And it's like, but you have a high paying job. I just don't know how people survive. And it's like, well, look through your finances and you'll see you spend hundreds of dollars or maybe thousands of dollars on stuff you don't need. But if you're not tracking, you have no idea. So nearly at home, I'll end the rant there, so I can rant about tracking all day. But today I'm going to start tracking my own performance in terms of marketing the business. I'm going to be recording some YouTube videos for the Navexa channel today, which is going to be exciting. Got an editor over in Europe, young guy who's keen to edit some of our vids and do some cool motion graphics and things, so really excited about getting that happening, and ultimately just making some awesome vids for our customers to watch and be able to use our product better. So that's what I'm doing today. Hope whatever you're doing today is high leverage activity. It's going to make you lots of money. So on that note, get after it.